Welcome everyone to True Hill Heat. We are back with...
Fuck! I missed that goddamn clap that he did. That shit that he does.
Wow. We are back with the counts. This is
Come on,
where
Krssi, you gotta join me.
Our top five.
Just clap with me.
The wrestling.
There you go. Clap once. Clap twice.
Because we're close to WrestleMania week, because we're just moments, days away from WrestleMania, and the way
and I still got a little bit of alcohol for this show too.
And the way we're kicking off WrestleMania is with Battle Club Pro Woman Crush Wednesday.
There's a little bit left.
We got a special top five women wrestlers not signed to WWE. So, Krssi Love, as our women representative, how do you feel about women's wrestling in 2019?
Let's go, Krssi!
Can you let her go talk? God damn!
Yo, you're a hater.
Oh my god!
I'm trying to show Krssi love.
So loud!
I'm trying to show Krssi love.
I asked her a question.
I said, let's go, Krssi.
You're not a cheerleader for him, that's why.
Yo, you're a hater, dude. Like, you're a hater.
Don't
matter because you ain't got nobody cheering you for when you're about to talk, because nobody likes your ass. Say it with your chest, nigga.
I'm waiting for Krssi to answer my question.
Can you repeat it?
Because I kept talking.
Yeah,
you kept talking.
She got overwhelmed by the overwhelming positive response.
Please repeat your question, sir. Thank you.
How do you feel about women's wrestling in 2019?
Women is just... It's going to get even better. Like our women's matches are even better than the men's matches now. Just saying. It's becoming more of a thing where everyone wants to see what the women are going to do now. Facts.
It is.
Facts are facts.
Women.
Receipts are receipts.
We got whole women events all over the independent scene. WWE just did their first ever women's pay-per-view, and women look like they are going to main event WrestleMania 35, so it's a great time to talk about women's wrestlers. Woo-hoo. And we are going to be talking about, throughout the entire wrestling scene outside of WWE, who are the top 5 top women not signed to WWE right
now. Not WWE.
This is just his way of not showing that he's really broken up about when not talking about WWE. But we're going to run down just a couple of honorable mentions first before we get into our top 5. Britt Presley, one of the best UK women out of the UK, as well as wrestling in Japan, the girlfriend of Will Ospreay, the newest signee of All Elite Wrestling. She is going to be a very prominent member of the women's independent scene in 2019.
Think she'll go against Brandy?
Possibly. I could see her going against Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is a big he/she. I mean, they're saying, but I feel like they can have some good matches between those.
Yeah.
I want to see you run into her at GameStop, calling her a he/she.
I said,
I want to see you run into her again. It's a ma'am. It's a ma'am. I'm going to fuck you up because it's a ma'am. Don't call me a sir. It's a ma'am.
Person?
You sound like you have way too much experience saying that.
Nah, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos about that. That shit was actually pretty fucking
funny.
funny.
Atuano's the ROH Woman of Honor champion. We got to shout her out. Rosemary, former Impact Knockouts champion. Kara Hogan, as well as Dr. Britt Baker, another AEW signing. That's a couple of our honorable mentions there. So, firstly, we're going to kick off with number 5. At number 5 is one of the darkest women in professional wrestling today, Su Yung. Su Yung is a zombie, an undead bride, who is a former Impact Knockouts champion, who just brings the entire underworld with her. What do you guys think about Su Yung? What are your experience watching her, or what was your first impressions of her?
Well, I didn't pick her on my list, but you guys.
Oh, come on, Krssi.
Let me finish.
Come on, Krssi.
You can educate me more.
Come on, Krssi.
You can educate me more about her. Let me know why she was picked from you guys. Tell me more. Intrigue me. Pull me in. Let me know why she was on y'all top 5.
To me, Su Yung was fucking annoying.
So she's annoying, so that's why you picked her.
Because she's annoying. She's a different character than what you're used to seeing from these ladies.
Got it.
Everybody's like a diva. Everybody's like kind of like this.
We're not divas anymore.
They're this no, not diva. I'm not diva, like real diva. But everybody's just glamorous. Like there was this glamorous.
You're too pretty?
I'm on top of the world.
Why we can't be pretty?
Like I'm the best of the world. Like I'm the best of the world.
Why
type.
we can't be slayed all the time? I'm just saying.
They slay.
Who's on your shirt right now?
She's slaying it.
Who's on your shirt? She ain't acting slayed. She trying to be one of us. She trying to be a man. So seeing this difference,
I'll let that
seeing
slide
this
for right
difference of a character was actually kind of refreshing to see somebody a little different stepping outside the box. And to me, she ain't the greatest in the ring. She needs work.
But she's in your top.
But because the character of her is pretty dope.
So she sells you.
It's pretty dope.
I say she took a lot of the elements of what made Rosemary unique a couple of years ago when she like came into Impact, and she took it to the next level. Like the way she walks, the way she presents herself. She has a very much it factor of even if you're not really paying attention, you got Impact on the screen, you're looking at your phone, you're gonna look up when you hear the and then she has a group of undead brides leading her to the ring. Sometimes she comes out in a casket. They carry the casket
fucking
out.
Weird.
The casket opens and then
Like
she
it's
appears.
weird.
More weirder than Nikki
Like she's
Cross?
weird.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
she's
She makes
weird.
Nikki Cross look like a diva.
Like
Wow.
so what I mean is like when I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck is this? This is so whack.
Okay.
But then you kind of get into your wrestling mode. And you're like,
That
alright,
character.
I can get used to this.
Okay,
It's
okay.
different. It's very different than walking out with your arms out or walking out like you're the man or walking out dancing or needed some fucking dance break to get your character
you was
over.
coming for people right now.
Because
sir.
it's so fucking basic. So even though it's different, roll your eyes all you want with your hallway pictures.
They selling merch. Hello.
Obviously.
Mugshot.
Cause because you gave your $26 don't mean anybody else gave their $26. You was probably the only fan in the
35
attendance.
after tax and delivery.
And
I'm
shipping.
about to say the same
And
thing,
shipping.
sir.
And shipping.
Thank you, friend.
And shipping. Keep that same energy, boo boo.
Thank you, friend.
Because you need to
'Cause this
sell
was
that
on a
shirt.
pre-sale.
You need to get that.
I had to wait for
you
this
need to start a
bitch.
GoFund for that shit.
Oh, I don't need no GoFund for this one.
She could pay her own.
Not just because you. I know you can afford it, but I'm just saying, ain't nobody else gonna be joining you with that shit.
Whatever. You'll be surprised.
Hey, you'd be surprised about the Becky sexuals. Anyway,
This nigga said the
number 4. Number 4, you have. This is different from Sue Young. Like JJ said, we put Sue Young on our list because she's a very character based performer. This one is purely because when it comes to in the ring, no one can surprise you with the power move as far as like women's wrestling. Like thick mama pump.
Woo!
Jordan Grace, the first ever Battle Club Pro Icons champion and the current #1 contender for the Impact Knockouts Championship, and she's gonna get a shot at Taya Valkyrie at Impact's next pay-per-view Rebellion in April. What do you guys see?
Did they tell you thick thighs save lives?
Thick thighs save lives, you know? Yeah, those thick thighs of Jordan Grace. Oh my God.
You want to just
I mean, Krssi got some thick thighs too, so she's definitely saving somebody's life.
See what I'm saying? Like,
Just saying.
look at this.
Her name is Krssi Love. You gotta love Krssi. I'm just saying.
But just handle it for the big girls. You know
Oh, you
what I'm
got this one. Oh, you got this one. Thank God.
Whatever.
Thank God.
I feel this.
But I just
aura-
complimented you.
Okay, fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about Jordan's thighs. Yeah, look, Krssi, yes. Krssi, what were your thoughts on like Jordan Grace from what you've seen of her?
Krssi is lovely, by the way.
She's doing something that like Nia Jax is doing, but more in the indie scene where it's more like prevail. I think she's more bigger and beautiful more than Nia Jax. I feel like she's just giving all more and setting a scene for the big girls that they could do this too. You don't have to be like the skinny, petite little girls. the skinny divas. You could be like thick and still have a great in-ring performance and still get the job done.
And she's very much about women empowerment when it comes to your body.
Yes.
Like she puts out pictures a lot of her
yes.
when she first started wrestling, and she was like a big girl, and her body has evolved over the last like 4 or 5 years of being a performer. Her work at Impact has been great. Her record Battle Club Pro speaks for herself, being the first ever Icons champion, and of course she stole the show in the over the budget Battle Royal back at All In, basically beating up Brian Cage of all people in that match. It was ridiculous. What's your thoughts on Jordynne Grace?
Impressive. Like, I mean, just because she might be a bigger girl, listen, that girl knows how to move, and she knows how to kick your ass. That's the biggest point right there. She ain't gonna get bullied. You ain't gonna talk no shit to her. And most importantly, anything that is up in your brain, you ain't saying none of that shit to her face, because you know what's gonna come to you if you attempt to disrespect her. And to me, it's pretty awesome. Like like they just said, I would put her. I like the Nia Jax comparison, because Nia Jax is almost becoming to me like the Big Show of ladies. Yeah. She's becoming like the Big Show of the women. It's like she doesn't know which week she wants to be a heel or which week she wants to be a face. Because one moment she's promoting be a star, the next moment she's trying to throw a chick through a table or through a barricade.
That's not her. That's the people in the back that's telling her to do that stupid
it's happening.
That was months ago.
It's happening,
right.
but I like the Jordynne Grace image. I like that performance at All In was freaking awesome. Like, it was freaking awesome. The fact that she did what she did to the machine, not a man, he's a machine. That was pretty awesome. Like, we was on our feet for pretty much the entire segment. Like, it was pretty cool. So that honorable mention right there, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I saw all her work. For somebody that I haven't seen all her work, for seeing what I've seen of her, damn, the girl was impressive.
She catches your eye, that's for damn sure.
She'll pull you in.
Exactly.
That's how I got pulled in.
Another one for you, Jordan. Shouts out to Jordynne Grace. At number 3, this one kind of surprised me because I thought Jordynne would be higher than her, but at number 3 on all 3 of our lists, Kylie Rae, the newest signee for All Elite Wrestling. Kylie Rae is like an upstart on the indie scene. Basically, the best way I could describe her for people who aren't familiar with her, she's the best mix of Candice LeRae meets Bayley. Very bubbly, very, very nice girl, but she can go in the ring. She can move. She can move. She can be a technical wrestler or even do some high flying. From what you've seen of Kylie Rae, Top Guy JJ, what's your thoughts on her?
I just like her little ass.
He want to flip her. That's what he wants to do. I just like her little ass. He's not pulling out.
I just like me some Kylie Rae. I definitely will pull out because I want to go again. There's some that, like, I'm going one round and I'm going to leave my mark on the world with you. I'm just saying. There's some that I'm going to leave my stamp. I'm going to leave my stamp, Alexa Bliss. I'm going to leave my stamp.
You know what?
You know what I mean? I'm not trying. Like, stop the blood clot. I'm not trying to pull out at all. But I mean, y'all said no pull out, so I talked about no pull out. Krssi said no pull out, so you know what I mean?
You said no pull out.
I said nah, but I like Kylie Rae. I like Kylie Rae. She's actually one of the people that actually impresses me in the ring. And she impresses me in the ring. I like her in the ring. So she's one of the ones that is a little different than the Su Yung character that not that impressed in the ring. But I do like Kylie's in-ring work. I just think that she lacks character. But the fact that I think that she can build a reputation off of her in-ring work and build on that character a little bit, I think she could climb up that charts actually pretty fast to me.
I feel like she's just filled in the hole for Candice LeRae, because Candice LeRae left a big hole in the independent scene as far as like a pure babyface woman wrestler, and Kylie Rae has really filled that in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just her being so little and petite and just being like that lovable, like
dressing up like Pikachu.
Right.
How can you not
like Pikachu? Yeah. Pikachu, man.
And then this is her pose?
Right.
Y'all can hold all that. I'm just trying to figure out I'm trying to figure
Next.
out. I'm just trying to figure out what room we going to, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Check her out on May 25th.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Producer know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Check her out on May 25th.
That nigga will meet us at the Pennsylvania real quick, son.
Give me that
no
Pikachu
pull-out
look,
game
yo.
for real, bro. You know? You want to get him some little cute little Ray babies. You know what I mean? Little Kylie babies. Little Kylie.
Coming in at number 2 is a former person who was on our True Hill Heat YouTube channel. I had the honor of interviewing this lovely lady who is the Big Swole Ariel Monroe. Ariel Monroe coming in at number 2. She had a very big highlight in the 2018 Mae Young Classic. Honestly, in my eyes, she was the person I was most upset got eliminated in the first round.
Yes, unbelievable.
She had the it factor from the moment
she
came out during her
entrance. Haters.
Just when it comes to
skin color.
A woman who
skin color.
is powerful,
I'm more than
who's
convinced.
a badass, Ariel Monroe. You know,
don't want to give us no love.
She basically defines that. That's what Ariel Monroe is. She is the wife of Cedric Alexander, the former cruiserweight champion. Ariel Monroe, and honestly, meeting her, talking to her, she's one of the most humble, nicest women I have ever met in the professional wrestling business. So, shouts out to Ariel. What are your guys' thoughts on Ariel Monroe?
Yeah, I just love, like, she's one of the ones that I like everything about. I like the character. I love the name. I love the look. I love the ring gear. I love the in-ring work. And she won me over on a sense. she won because she won me over, and not to sound crazy, but she won me over big time on the interview that SP3 had with her. And it's not because SP3 had the interview with her, which was a great privilege for him. She is one of the most normal people you will ever meet. She is so regular. Like, she's so one of us. Like, if she could sit down at True Hill Heat and just chat it with us, if she was in the area, if she was nearby, she would just totally do it. Why? Just because she loves the interaction. She just loves hearing the reaction from the people. She just loves talking to the people. She just loves sharing her experiences. And there's nothing different about her. And the fact that she can just transform all of that into this big swole character with the cool little jacket, with the nice wrestling look, with the badass look, with the ring gear, with the in-ring work. I just think that she is
phenomenal hair.
She is one of the most overlooked performers in all of wrestling. Like, she to me is so overlooked that it's not even right. Like, for somebody like, she is to me like she could be what Bianca Belair is and more.
She's better than Bianca Belair.
But so that's what I mean, is that she is on that level, and honestly, like, she's not even really that high on these radars. And I think that is so fucked up. I think it's just so wrong that she is not being put on that microscope to see what she can bring, because not only she's bringing you a name, she's bringing you a nickname, she's bringing you a character, she's bringing you a look. She's doing your job, creative.
You know, they don't like that.
No.
What's your thoughts on the Big Swole?
I stopped watching the Mae Young Classic after she lost. I wasn't interested in one. I didn't see no one really like that was like me on the show. They had the same regular girls, all as they usually do.
It's true.
Like, they're not giving us a chance.
It's true. Damn, that says a lot. That says more than all 5 minutes of what I said and JJ said. Just saying, after she lost, I stopped watching the Mae Young Classic.
It's a statement.
You got a fan right here. This is a true fan right here, Ariel. So, finally, at number 1, coming in at number 1 on all 3 of our lists, is the former Impact Knockouts champion, the current Woman of Wrestling heavyweight. Well, I don't know if it's heavyweight.
Right.
World Championship, WOW World Champion herself, the Diamond. Diamonds are forever. Tessa Blanchard is number 1 on the True Heel The Count top 5 women's wrestlers not signed to WWE. Of course, we know Tessa's work. She was in the 2017 Mae Young Classic. From there, she signed with Impact Wrestling and has become the ace of the Knockouts division, winning the Knockouts Championship earlier last year.
Impact knew what they was doing when they seen her.
Absolutely.
You see a gym and you go and you get it. You take it and you run.
The same thing that Jeannie Buss, the owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, did when she created Woman of Wrestling, brought it back to Access TV. She saw Tessa Blanchard and she said, that's my ace. She is the current WOW World Champion, a former Knockout Champion, bound to get another shot. Right now she's feuding with Gail Kim, the former Impact, a Hall of Famer and former greatest knockout of all time.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Tessa Blanchard? What do you think about the Diamond?
The gem. She's a gem. They need, WWE should want something like this. They're not going to do it.
I mean, they had their chance.
Slow. They
had their chance.
They're still a little slow.
Yeah,
they're a little slow, but she's a gem. She's awesome. They should have seen. I don't know why they didn't see that diamond in a rough. She could be so. She's huge, but with the name WWE behind her, I think it would have been like.
Take it to another level. I mean, she's second generation already, so
right, like it's in her blood. People, come on, like I swear WWE just be like dropping it.
And you gotta think about the great story of her biological father's career. Is one of his greatest rivals is Tessa's stepfather, Magnum TA. She has Tully Blanchard and Magnum TA showing her the ways.
Like how you can't get no better. You got your father and
your stepfather.
Her mother was doing some stuff.
What's your thoughts on Tessa, JJ?
Tessa Blanchard is a star. She's a star. And I love the fact that she's not in the WWE right now.
They can't mess her up.
And it's not the fact that they can't mess her up. It's that I don't think that this would have been her time yet.
Yeah.
I don't think this would have been her time yet. This is the year of Becky, and this is the year of finishing off Ronda. So the fact that they are so big, somebody that is as good as Tessa Blanchard is, I don't think she would have gotten the accolades, and I don't think she would have gotten the opportunities, let alone the recognition that she would have warranted being in the spotlight that these women are in now. Because you got to think about, there are 5 women in wrestling that has a huge spotlight on them. You got Charlotte Flair, you got Becky Lynch, you got Ronda Rousey, you got Sasha Banks, and you got Bayley. The first women's tag team champions. You got the main event for the first time ever by women at the grandest stage of them all. Where is Tessa fitting? Not yet. Give it till next year. Next year, I see Tessa potentially maybe 2020's Royal Rumble pop up. I think Tessa has a huge opportunity coming to her next year. That woman is a star. When that woman shows up, she has to get a push because she's going to come in as potentially the best. So it is a different bar for her. She's not going to come in as some woman that needs to be kettled into stardom. That woman is a star.
She doesn't even need to go to NXT.
No,
she's going straight.
No, I think she will be the first one.
She's going.
I think she'll build. I think she'll.
It don't matter if she comes.
I think WWE good. I think they do good with second generational people.
They do.
I think they do good with that.
I said this on one of our debates of the day. I said she should be the person they should sign. But even in retrospect, I was probably wrong because if they did sign her, yeah, they would have ruined her. If they sign her in 1 year, they're gonna ruin her.
How? But who's gonna be?
Because they don't sign anyone and put them on the WWE outside of AJ Styles. And if someone says AJ Styles,
there's gonna be a first for women.
No, there's not.
There's gonna be a first for women. There's gonna be a first for women.
No, you don't think it's next year?
Dude, we've been talking about the women's revolution since 2015, and what, 3 years later? And 3 years later, we're about to get the first ever women's main event
because of Ronda Rousey.
But it doesn't matter. But that's the thing. It doesn't matter how it happened.
It's happened.
Women are about to main event the biggest show in all of professional wrestling. in all of professional wrestling.
Okay.
So the fact that you're going to get somebody that has the family background, that has the rich tradition, that has the look of an instant star, why would you put her in a developmental brand when you already have a star there? She's already a star. She is the AJ Styles of the women, basically.
Right, because she's going to go straight there.
She's a star.
She's a
star.
If she gets signed to WWE,
she doesn't need development.
She doesn't, but she's going to NXT. And that's the only way she's going to be successful.
I think that's
That's the only way she's going to be
successful. And I think that's your opinion.
Run on NXT.
And I think that's your opinion.
No, this is my opinion based on the fact.
Shayna Baszler needed it. Shayna Baszler needed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tessa Blanchard doesn't need it.
Never signed a woman and put her immediately on the main roster.
And neither has WWE until they came across AJ Styles.
You may have just said it, but it's not true. Tessa Blanchard is not AJ Styles. She didn't spend plan to spend almost 2 decades in TNA. She spent 2 years.
But the women, the push that the women are getting, who was our unanimous number one choice?
No one's watching Impact.
Who was our choice? Who was our choice for women? Who was number one across all of our boards?
What?
Who was number one across all boards?
Tessa.
Who was the woman that if you speak to any fan that is not talking about WWE, who was the number one woman that you're pretty sure you're gonna hear? Tessa.
Women's wrestling?
Tessa. You're gonna hear Tessa.
That's not the same as being AJ Styles. That's not the same as being a star in American promotion for 15 years, then being a star in Japan for 2 years, and then coming to the WWE. That's big difference from being in TNA for 2 years when no one's watching it on Twitch, on Pursuit, or whatever channel it's on. No one's watching her on WOW, on Access TV. There's a big difference between Tessa, who doesn't have that exposure, and AJ Styles that did.
What year did Charlotte and Becky main event Hell in a Cell? Charlotte and Sasha. 2016. How many years ago was that? 3. Now, so the same 15 years that it took for AJ Styles to get it in, women did it in 3. So why can't Tessa go from the biggest star in all of non-WWE to being a player? Because AJ was the biggest player in non-WWE.
He was the
biggest
star.
player, yes.
The biggest star.
And what is Tessa?
Biggest star.
What is Tessa?
She's not the biggest star outside of WWE.
For women? For women.
If you have to
for women. Answer the question. Don't do it with a question.
Put the goalpost and say,
question.
For
women.
women she is. No, it's not. She's
when
not the biggest
the
star.
WWE
She's not even in the top 10 biggest stars outside of WWE.
Women.
I'd probably say to WWE fans, Meiko Sakamura is probably a little bit more famous because she was in the Mae Young Classic last year.
Dude, your comments right now are asinine.
I'm just
They're
saying,
asinine.
It's
They're
This is
asinine.
why this is a heated debate.
They're asinine. This is
Great
asinine.
heated debate.
This should have just been your heated opinion because this is a fucking stupid. This is stupid.
It's true. I just speak facts. That's all.
Dude, you just picked her as number 1. You just picked her as number 1.
Not signed to WWE, and I'm saying I don't want her to be signed to WWE.
That's your opinion.
I'm figuring out.
She's a star.
Your hypothetical situation of her going to the Royal Rumble, debuting in the Royal Rumble, and being a big star on the main roster is full of shit. And it has no logic to it. Has no facts.
I just gave you
what you want.
I just gave you. I gave you 120 seconds of fucking logic, you moron. I just gave you. And I explained it to you. And I explained it to you. And I explained it to you. And anybody that has ears that will listen, women revolutionized wrestling for themselves a lot faster than the men did. The women changed the game for themselves when Sasha and Bayley tore the house down in Brooklyn in 2015. Where are we going 3.5 years later? The main event of the biggest show in all of professional wrestling. So what? It makes you sick to your stomach. So fuck what? You don't agree with it. It's what's happening.
Ladies and
Whether
gentlemen,
you like it or not, it's what's happening.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna rewind it back. This gentleman just said
Oh,
that
God.
women revolutionized wrestling a lot faster than men. I'm pretty sure men were main
I
eventing
said they
a wrestling
revolutionized
event on
the-
their first show. So let's not even.
I just said they revolutionized women for themselves. That's what I said.
You said a
lot. They did.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Men were main eventing.
They
a wrestling event
They
from the
turned
first
their
show.
perspective for wrestling for them in 4 years. People saw women's wrestling as a fucking joke.
Yes.
They saw it as a joke. And when
Longer than 4 years.
Sasha and Bailey started it, what the fuck are you talking about?
But it took a lot longer than.
What year did
You're
Sasha
just
and Bailey
talking
happen?
Are you just talking about the 4
So
horsewomen?
let the.
Are you talking
So you know
about
what?
women?
So
Or are you talking about the 4
we're
horsewomen?
speaking about no. You know what? We're stepping out of broad spectrum now. Let the woman that saw this revolution happen be the deciding factor.
No, what are you talking about?
Don't say no.
Horsewomen.
Don't say no. There's a woman that is sitting here that's seen this
so
revolution
confused.
take place. When did you see women start to take over professional wrestling?
Sorry, friend. Yeah.
Care?
You don't care?
Care?
No, give him the truth.
It doesn't.
Give him the
mean-
truth.
Just-
Give him the truth.
They started-
He's just trying to have a different question so he can.
They
sit right on
changed
that
the
thing, so he can
game.
be like, oh, I'm right over here.
No.
Whatever you're
Take
saying,
over-
it
yes,
doesn't
take over.
go-
They changed
changed
the
it.
game,
But whatever
which
you're
means
saying-
the timeline changed for when women can debut when they hit their biggest peak. That's
It does
all
not
that it
mean
means.
No, it does not mean that.
That means you're just a.
That's just
That
you.
means
That's
that
just
means
you.
you're just a
You
stubborn
are
guy.
Basically saying 2 + 2 = 5.
You're
I'm
a,
right.
no,
I'm right.
no, that
I'm
just
right.
makes you a
I'm
stubborn.
right.
That just
I'm
makes
right.
you a
That's what
stubborn
you're
man.
saying. No, but
that
that's
just
what
makes
you're
you a
saying.
stubborn
That's what
man
you're saying.
because it's never happened
2
before.
+ 2 = 5.
That means it's never happened before. Just so Tessa can't be the first one to do it because it's never happened before. She can't be the first one to do it. So when
Based on what we know about this company, what we know about
AJ
WWE,
Styles
it's
broke the
not
barrier
gonna-
for men, why can't Tessa break the barrier for women?
She could, but she won't. That's my point.
That's not. I'm about to say, yeah. That's your heated debate.
Yes. So that is all for this edition of The Count. Our top 5 women wrestlers
He's so wrong.
not signed to WWE. We got Sue Young, Jordan Grace, Kylie Ray, number 2, Ariel Monroe, and number 1, who caused the whole debate of the day, Tessa Blanchard.
I love you, Tessa.
Post your
Who's gonna cause a
comments.
whole
You're a
big
star.
one?
Post your comments in the comments section. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next edition of The Count.